Hello class 10, this is your chemistry class and we are discussing about metallurgy. So today's class we are going to discuss about the occurrence of metals and minerals and ores. So let's start the class. So the occurrence of metals belong to two states, that is the free states and the combined state. I have already explained while describing the salient features of metal activity series, that is the metal atoms, metals that are above, that is the top position of the activity series, they cannot exist freely in nature. Free state is not applicable for these metals that are at top position of the activity series, but the metals that are bottom of the activity series, that lie bottom of the activity series, they are very stable in their metallic state and they can occur freely in nature. So this position cannot occur freely in nature, but this bottom position can occur freely in nature. So you can see that under free state, occurrence in the free state of metal, I have written copper, silver, gold, platinum, and you can see they belong to the bottom position of the metal activity series. But if you see the combined state belongs to top position of the activity series, that is potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminium, zinc, iron, etc. So what is that combined state? Any compound of that metal, that is sometimes we called ore, that is we are extracting the metal from their ores, and that is the combined state. Ore is known as the combined state of the metal, that is they cannot occur freely, they cannot exist freely in nature, so they exist in their combined state, and from their combined state we have to extract that metals, and that combined state is known as ore of that metal, ore. Okay, ore is the combined state of that metal from where we can extract that metal. So what are minerals? First thing is, what are minerals? The naturally occurring compounds of metals found on earth crust and generally associated with earthly impurities are known as minerals. Naturally occurring compounds of metal, I am already explaining. So first thing is minerals. Minerals. So mineral is not applicable for these compounds. They already exist freely in nature. But these metals, for these metals are not applicable minerals. But for these metals, mineral term is applicable because they cannot exist freely in nature. So mineral is the combined state. Minerals are the, or you say just compounds of metals. Compounds of metals that we found naturally on Earth's crust. On Earth's crust. But these minerals are not actually pure. They contain some impurities like sand, soil, limestone, etc. They contain some sand, rocky material, earthy particles. These minerals contain some impurities like sand, rock, sand or rocky material, and it can also contain soil, etc., limestone. These things are actually the impurities that are present in the minerals, and these things are known as matrix or gangue. These things are known as matrix or gangue. These impurities. So matrix or gangue is present in minerals because minerals are not pure. Minerals are the compound state of any metal. Minerals are the compound or combined state of any metal that we found naturally on earth crust. It exists naturally on earth crust. We found it naturally, but they contain some impurities like sand, rocky material, soil, etc. And these impurities in minerals are known as matrix or gangue. So before extraction of metals, we have to eliminate this matrix or gangue at first, then we can extract the metal. Okay, so they are the barrier in extraction. This matrix or gangue or impurities are the barrier in extraction of metals from minerals. So depending upon these impurities, some minerals can act as ores and some cannot. So which minerals can act as ore and which cannot? Those minerals that contain low impurity and high percentage of metal can act as ores. So we can write that minerals, we are saying about ores. So minerals that contain little impurities, but larger percentage of metal. Minerals that contain little impurities but larger percentage of metals can act as an ore. Minerals that contain little impurities but larger percentage of metals can act as an ore. But minerals that contain larger percentage of impurities cannot act as an ore. Minerals containing large percentage of impurities cannot act as ore. That means we can extract metal from those minerals, that is from those mineral compounds that contain little impurities. But if by any means that mineral contain very large impurities, large percentage of impurities and little amount of metal, then we cannot extract that metal, overcoming the matrix or gangue, that is impurity. So ores are that minerals. Ores are actually minerals, but it depends upon if we can extract the metal from that mineral or not. If we are able to extract the metal from mineral, then that mineral can be turned as ore. But if we cannot extract the metal from the mineral because of impurities, we cannot turn the mineral by ore. So all ores are minerals, but all minerals are not ores. This is the explanation of this statement. That is, minerals that contain larger impurities cannot act as ore. We cannot extract metal from them. So that is, all minerals are not ores. That contain larger impurities, that are not ores. We cannot extract metal. But if the mineral contains little impurities, we can extract metal from them. And if we extract metal from that mineral, it can be turned as ore. So all ores are minerals, but all minerals are not ores. Those who contain larger impurities are not ores. That is the statement. And next thing is that difference between rock and mineral. Difference between rock and mineral. Mineral has a definite composition, but rock is a mixture of several minerals. So difference between rock and minerals. So mineral means it has a definite composition along with the impurities, definite composition, and rock is mixture of different minerals. Okay. So that is the main difference between rock and mineral. Rock and mineral are not same. Rock is mixture of minerals and mineral is definite. It has a fixed composition. Rock does not have any fixed composition, but rock does not have any fixed composition, but mineral has a definite fixed composition. That is, mineral is actually compound of a metal, so it has a fixed composition. But for rock, it is the mixture of many minerals. So that is the difference. So we have discussed up to the occurrence of metals. The next thing, that is the process of extraction of metals, we will discuss in the next class.